When it comes to marketing and sales, it doesn't matter what type of business that you have, trust is everything. Whatever business that you run, you should be capturing photos and proof of the work that you've done. The market is very skeptical at the moment. They are on high alert, and trust is everything. Trust equals sales. No matter what business that you're in, people buy from people. And so your customers and leads and prospects are gonna have an easier time trusting a person than a faceless brand. Welcome to Websites That Convert, the podcast where your website stops being a liability and transforms into your greatest asset. I'm your host, Shannon, and I'm going to guide you through the strategies and insights you need to build a website that not only attracts, but converts. Let's dive in. When it comes to marketing and sales, it doesn't matter what type of business that you have, trust is everything. People are only going to do business and buy from people and businesses that they trust. If you don't have trust and credibility, especially in today's market where people are more skeptical than ever, then you're going to have trouble making sales and getting clients and customers consistently. So in today's episode, I'm going to share how you can build trust and credibility with people who do not know you by ensuring that your website or landing pages has these 3 brand credibility building assets. So like I said, the market is very skeptical at the moment. They are on high alert, and trust is everything. Trust equals sales. Like, it doesn't matter what business that you're in, trust is going to help build authority for your brand and is going to increase the number of people that you can convert into a customer, which is obviously what everyone wants when they're in business, because this equals more revenue. The reason that when you are relying on referrals and word of mouth, that the conversion rate from lead to sale is generally significantly higher than when you generate leads through other traffic sources is because these people already trust you. When someone has been referred to you by a family member or friend, there's a certain level of authority and credibility that you have because this person has been referred to you by someone that they trust. So when they trust someone that tells them that you have helped them or they've heard that you're good, they're going to bypass the trust building stage because it's already done for you. So that's why referrals and word of mouth are super, super valuable, but it's unfortunately just not scalable. But in order to have a more scalable marketing or client acquisition system, you need to market online and you need to fill that gap of trust building through other assets and strategies that are going to build that credibility for the audience that you're building and who you're marketing to, so that when you do go to close them into a client or customer, they do trust you and they're more likely to convert. Now, because we build landing pages and funnels and we do online marketing, I'm going to share these 3 things that your website or landing page needs in order to build trust and fill that gap of authority and credibility that you would otherwise be building when you get referrals from word of mouth. So the first thing is that you need to prove to the audience or the person that is looking at your landing page or website that you can do the job that you are saying you can do. So the best way that you can do this is through case studies and a portfolio of your work. So whatever business that you run, whether you build decking, you do roofing, plumbing, you're a Sparky, kitchen renovations, bathroom renovations, any type of business at all, if you have been operating for a while, and whether that's a short amount of time or a long amount of time, you should be capturing photos and proof of the work that you've done. This is one of the most valuable things you can be capturing, and I know it can be difficult sometimes when you're on the go and maybe you're not that good at photography or don't have a camera. Just snap something on your phone. That's all that you need to do. You don't need to overthink it. But what this will allow us to do is when you have some, before and afters or case studies or portfolio of the work that you've done, we can create a place on your website and landing page to showcase this work. And this proves to people that you are capable of doing the type of work that you're saying that you can do, but also the work that they're wanting you to do for them. And so that helps build that trust and credibility by showcasing case studies and portfolio of work. One thing that's worth mentioning here is that if you do a range of different types of jobs, but you want more of one type of job, obviously you want to be investing in marketing and advertising and lead generation for that type of work, but you want to ensure that you have case studies and a portfolio of those specific projects too. So if you want more commercial work, then have your portfolio featuring a lot of commercial work. If you want more domestic work, then make sure that your portfolio is showcasing that type of work as well, or instead of, because if you are advertising for domestic customers, but then they go onto your website or landing page and they see the portfolio of work is all commercial projects, it could put people off. So make sure that it's aligned to the type of services that you are wanting to sell, because this will again ensure that your audience is seeing you as being capable of helping them in the specific area that they are looking for support with. The second trust signal, or something that you need on your website and landing page to ensure that people do trust you and you bridge that gap of someone not knowing you to actually wanting to buy from you, is having proof of happy customers who have worked with you in the past. So this is a pretty simple one, but reviews and testimonials are so valuable when it comes to building trust, because again, it comes back to you having proof that you can do what you say you are going to do, but also that people have worked with you in the past and they've been happy with the outcome and the experience and the process that they've gone through as they've worked with you as well. Now, again, I understand it can be difficult to get reviews and testimonials, but with AI and automation, you could create a system to gather reviews and testimonials automatically after jobs are completed. So there's a couple of ways that we have seen this work really well for businesses. The first is that we have a amount of time after the job is completed that we send a automated SMS and email out to that customer so they can leave their review automatically. And the second is having your team leave a little card which has a QR code that will allow your customers to leave a review after their job's complete. So if your team goes to the house, they complete the job, they leave a card on the bench asking for a review, or they actively ask, and you can have an incentive for your team to gather more reviews, and having a QR code where they can go and do that straight away, or even combining those two. So having the manual process of leaving a card with a QR code and also reminding that customer to leave a review through automated SMS and email automations, so we can remind them to leave a review as well. Now, once you have gathered all of these reviews, which I recommend putting them on Google Business, so that is the profile that comes up when someone searches for your business name. There's a way that you can capture all of those reviews and testimonials, and you can build up that database of kind words and showcase happy customers directly on there. Once you have that and you have some 5-star reviews on there, we can actually embed those reviews directly on your website and or landing page, so that whenever you get new reviews, it will automatically update through your online presence or through your website and landing page. So you don't need to update it manually every single time you get a new review, because ideally you want to be automating getting reviews as much as possible. So through those two systems that I just mentioned, and ideally you want to be getting a significant number, like a volume of Google reviews. That's going to help with your brand credibility overall. It's going to help with your search appearance too through Google Organic and Google Maps, but it's also going to ensure that we have that proof of happy customers on your website and landing page by allowing us to embed all those amazing reviews directly on there and have it automatically updated. So it's not a manual process, and also helps you convert more traffic because you have that trust building asset right there on the page. Now, the third way to build trust and credibility for your brand when you're marketing online, and something you can have on your website and landing page, is what I call humanizing your brand. So humanizing your brand is when you actually show photos of you and your team on those pages. See, no matter what type of business that you're running, and we work with mostly service-based trades businesses, so we see this a lot. If you don't show real people and who's actually going to be coming into the homes or workplaces of the clients and customers that you want to work with, this actually devalues your brand slightly, or makes it harder for people to connect with you and your team. So this doesn't mean that you need a personal brand, or you need to be creating content or start a podcast like me, or do any of that kind of stuff. But simply having a photo of you and or your team on the landing pages that you're driving traffic to or on your website, that helps humanize your brand in a way that makes it easier to connect with, easier to trust, and as a result, easier to convert. So if you can simply just put a little about section or put your team in the hero banner, put a photo of you, something that helps humanize your brand, we have seen that help conversions significantly. And more often than not, especially in those trades where you are, going into people's homes, people again they're skeptical, they're worried, they need that reassurance that you are who you say you are and that they can trust you. And it's really hard for anyone to trust a business without a face. So having a face to the brand and humanizing it is definitely going to help. But if you even just look at some of your top competitors, if they're in businesses where they are going into the homes of people, the ones that are performing best more often than not have some type of photos of the founder, the business owner, and the team. So the point is that no matter what business that you're in, people buy from people. And so your customers and leads and prospects are going to have an easier time trusting a person than a faceless brand. Especially if you are selling a service, investing in a photographer to come and take photos of you and your team, and especially your team on the job, like actually seeing them working with other clients, can definitely help build trust and credibility and also help humanize your brand. So at the end of the day, you need to build trust with your audience if you want to make sales, and especially if you're generating leads online and leads from sources that aren't word of mouth and referrals. Traffic is important, but it doesn't matter if people don't trust you. And so you want to have these type of assets in place so that when you are generating traffic from any campaigns that you're running or any advertising that you're doing or marketing in general, you want to make sure that you are showcasing the work that you do through case studies and your portfolio of work. You want to have reviews from happy customers so people can see that you have helped others and others have enjoyed the experience, and there's credibility and authority that's built through that, and especially trust, of course. And thirdly, you want to humanize your brand. So get some photography done, photos of you, your team, and ensure that they are on your landing page so people can see the people that they're going to be working with and who they're going to be buying from. So I hope this episode has been helpful in helping you understand why building trust is so important when you're advertising online, and the 3 things that you can include on your website and landing page to ensure that you build trust with your audience, making them more likely to want to buy from you. Thank you for listening to Websites That Convert. If you found value in this episode, please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow us on all social media. And if you're a service-based business owner that's looking to double their website conversions, book a call with my team using the link below. I'll see you in the next episode.